Rashad White and your run game. Would you?
Zak Hill!
Yeah, what did you think about just your success there?
Rashad, holy cow, had a huge game. You know, you could tell that he had a chip on his shoulder, and we all did. I mean, from Monday all the way through, with practices, and obviously we've been through a lot. We've been through some ups and downs, and I thought the O-line, I thought the offense in general stepped up. We missed a few things out there too, but with Rashad running strong, breaking tackles, obviously hit a few big ones for us in crucial times too. Because it was really feast or famine, through that game, and we had some opportunities, that we missed, but it feels good to get a win.
So this was the most challenging week of practice, you think, of the entire season?
Thought we did a good job. Coach Herm really pushed us as coaches, really pushed the players. We adjusted some things in practice to make it more competitive, and that's what it did. It helped us out, and those guys, there was more energy in practice, and again, the guys were hungry. They were like losing 2 in a row. So a huge chip on his shoulder, he used it as motivation. They weren't getting chippy at each other, and they did a great job of staying together and focusing that attention on the win and the preparation.
Coach, that final drive, I guess you guys took over the ball with about 7 minutes left, and went about 5 minutes, finished with a touchdown. What does that mean to your unit that you're able to finish a game that way?
Yeah, boy, that's what we were preaching the whole way out. We knew we had to finish it. We knew we had to pound them and be physical up front. I thought we converted a few third downs, in that drive too that were huge. So Jaden pulled that one for an explosive play on a third down. I thought Jaden was smart too with not pulling too many things. Handing the ball off and just letting our backs have the ball instead of wanting to do it all himself. It was good to see.
Chip is kind of known as the power back, but Rashad, as you mentioned, breaks a lot of tackles. What is it about him, or just how strong is he? How does he do that?
He's extremely strong too. Obviously, Chip's a beast as well. But Rashad just has that change of gear too, so he's not getting hit square, because he's so good with his change of direction and change of speed, and kind of set up blocks, and all of a sudden then he can hit the gas and can explode.
You didn't have a few receivers. You didn't have Case Hatch, so that you played a lot more two-back personnel type stuff. What were the challenges associated with some of that?
Through a season, you're always going to lose some guys to injury, and you got to adjust. And I thought our guys did a good job stepping up. And some of the backups that hadn't been backups before, truly had to prepare like they were going to be in the game and be starters, for us. And so they did a good job of staying focused, learning the game plan, and then being ready to go. But yeah, you always got to be able to adjust during a season when you got guys going down. And it's too bad with some of the guys that we don't have right now, and hopefully they can get healthy.
And then, Coach, obviously, talking about Rashad running the ball, but was it just kind of staying patient with the running game, knowing that USC has been gashed with the running game this year? How did you feel that the line adjusted throughout the game, just becoming more physical with them and opening up bigger holes for the run?
Yeah, the O-line, every O-line gets a better feel, later in the game for how guys are moving, what they're doing, and I thought Coach Cav did a good job, and Coach Moore did a good job of making some adjustments, and we're seeing what they're bringing, and then ultimately trying to get downhill. But those guys played physical and played fast and played confident. And you could see it in their eyes, in the huddle, going into that last drive. You can tell this is going to end up in the end zone.
What did you think about Jaden's performance? He did have the 2 interceptions.
Right. Yeah, I think just looking at it, from the sidelines, more of it had to do with balance and just being comfortable and just being accurate. Missed a few throws that one high one over the middle that got picked, and then the one was a little behind with I think it was to Rick. And so we just ended up missing a few things. They were playing tight, wanted to pressure us a bunch, and trying to get at Jaden too. So we wanted to get the ball out quick. I thought our O-line did a pretty good job, overall keeping them off him. And we knew we had to take some shots too, because they were all down in the box. And, unfortunately, I don't think we hit too many of them.
Yeah, third quarter you tried to kind of open it up.
We did.
Yeah.
mean, it was a redemption game for Brian Thompson. That's such a rough outing last week. What did you make of his performance?
He had a great week of practice, and that's where it started, you know, and for him to regain that confidence, practice really well and practice hard, and then see him come out in a game and play well and play in control and you know, make some big plays for us and some big tough catches. It was awesome to see. But again, he did it throughout the week in practice. It showed up in some big explosive plays against our defense.
Is there anything you can do to get Jaden on track with his accuracy?
I think it's just we'll take a look at the film, you know, see where he's at with his balance, and just try to correct some stuff. He'll also be able to get in his face a little bit more in practice, you know, have some things around him, and really just try to put a little bit more pressure on him to be able to stand in there and make good throws and accurate throws under pressure.
I started after the game. It seemed like maybe a little more emotional in a good way than other games. That this really meant something.
Yeah, definitely. We needed this one, and the guys. We wanted to see how they would respond after these two losses. We saw it in practice, and then we wanted to see how it was going to translate into the game, and if they could execute the way we needed to execute. And the urgency was there, and the focus was there, and the outcome was better.
Same thing with Chip. Anything you can do with ball security? Anything that you saw?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Anything you can do to help Chip improve the ball security?
Yeah, we'll just get back to a lot of the ball security circuit type stuff and just make it a big emphasis, which it was, you know. And obviously, none of those guys intend to fumble. You know, it's like you don't have to tell them, hey, don't fumble. You know, he knows not to fumble. Jaden knows not to throw picks. You know, all that stuff. It's just a matter of. You know, I thought their defense did a good job of punching that ball out. You know, and then we just got to be better at protecting the football and the different positions we're in as we're running.